Hello everyone, before I start I would like to mention that all of these tips do not require administrative privileges. Without further ado, today I'll be showing you all how to run Minecraft, or less specifically other games in general, more smoother, faster and overall more enjoyable. Most of these tips and changes can be done for any game, but there are certain tweaks for only amping your experience on Minecraft. Let's start off with that side of things. Also, if you don't have Minecraft or you're not intending on using this video for it, to save you time I'll leave a marker in the description to where the universal tips start. Alright, first off the list, and probably the most significant thing you can do, is to install Optifine. Optifine is a client-side modification for Minecraft. It basically allows you to double your frames per second, add a smoother feel to the game, and it provides more settings to adjust. To install Optifine, simply navigate to their website, select Downloads, choose your preferred version. For me, I'll just choose 1.8, then click Mirror Download. Once downloaded, go to your Downloads folder and you should be able to see it. Run the file by double clicking. Once loaded, simply leave all the settings as default. Oh, and I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but make sure you have the version of it already installed from Minecraft. For my case, I would need to download 1.8 before I actually install Optifine, if that makes sense. Anyway, just click install and wait for it to finish. It should only take a couple of seconds. Once done, just launch Minecraft and you should be able to see Optifine already selected as your default version. Simply click play and Optifine should be working, granting you with a significantly better version of Minecraft. Once you've done that, the next thing to do is to tweak Optifine settings in-game. So launch your Minecraft Optifine version, and once you're on the main screen, just click Options and Video Settings, and then in here is where most, if not all, changes to performance will occur. First off, copy your settings to mine. These settings are slightly lower than balanced, so it's great performance and Minecraft is still playable. Now as I go through all of my sub settings, pause the video on them and copy their settings as well. The next thing you can do is to allocate more RAM to Minecraft, basically meaning your computer will store more energy to run Minecraft. To do this, all you have to do is open the Minecraft launcher, select Installations, click the Options button on the right side of your main version. It's the button with the 3 horizontally aligned dots. Then choose Edit, select More Options, and then under JVM Arguments, replace what is there with what I have. Although there is a 7, I want you to replace that with how much gigabytes of RAM you have, -1. To figure out how much RAM you have, just search on the Windows bar, Control Panel, then open it, choose System, and then you should be able to see how much RAM you have. For my case, I have 8 gigabytes of RAM, so I would make my number 7 under the Minecraft JVM Arguments code. Once done, hit save and you'll find Minecraft runs significantly more smoother. Okay, so now we're finished with Minecraft's changes, but still stick around because the further methods will also greatly impact Minecraft, let alone almost every game, and the overall performance of your operating system. To begin the universal changes, I'll start off with turning off Game Bar Clip Recording. If you aren't aware of this, it's basically a Windows program running in the background which will record the clips of you playing games. Although it sounds harmless, this little inconspicuous background program is chewing up your RAM. Basically, it's slowing down all your games. So to turn it off, just type Settings in the Windows search bar, navigate to Gaming, and it should be the top option. Record game clips, screenshots, and broadcast using Game Bar. Just slide it off and you should be able to notice the difference. Next on the list is changing the game's memory priority. This just changes basically how hard your computer is working to run the game. As default, it's set to normal, but you can change it by opening Task Manager. Just search it in the Windows search bar. Once opened, navigate to Details, find your game, and then right click. Click Set Priority, and then choose High. Now your computer is working almost as hard as it can to run your game, meaning less lag in some cases, boosted FPS, smoother gameplay, and less delay. The next method is to resize your game's resolution. This is simple but can be difficult depending on your game settings layout, but simply just make sure the game is at least lower than full screen, maybe 4/5 of the size. Here's a good approximation example of what it should look like. Alright, last but not least is to close all other running applications. Now this doesn't necessarily class as a method, but it is a very useful tip and can greatly affect performance. Programs like web browsers, for example Chrome, Opera, Internet Explorer, or Microsoft Edge, these all chew up RAM and CPU usage, meaning your games are going to be slower. For a good example, when I run games, I typically close everything but the game itself. You'll find it will really take effect. That's all. I hope you find these useful to you. These methods can be used on really any Windows computer, so tell your friends if you think their games are going potato mode. But aside from that, thanks for watching, likes appreciated.